When I say the name Darius Cooks, what's the first word that comes to your mind?
Grifter. Demon.
Demon.
Despicable.
Okay.
Scammer. Just scammer.
Like scammer, crook. Literally, that's like the first thing that comes to my mind. It's like a scammer. Con artist.
Just too many.
Yeah, too many, but none of them are good.
Would you say to him if he's watching or looking at this right now?
The devil is waiting for you at Hell's Gate. He's waiting for you at Hell's Gate. You cannot be out here living this life, this lie of hurting people intentionally for pleasure and expect to see God.
Let us get up. Let us speak up. Oh, so we can be heard. Oh, so we can be heard.
3, 2, 1.
Disclaimer. All topics in this video are alleged and allegedly, and they are strictly for entertainment purposes only.
Let's do it.
Donna, how are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Long way home, the intro. I love it.
Let's do it. Hey.
Chopping it up with you like veggies in a food processor for Thanksgiving dressing.
Let's do it. Hey. Let's go. Hey. Let's do
Okay,
it.
we better be ready with that introduction.
Yeah, that was great. Jay's on point. Y'all interviewers better be on point because Jay know what he's doing.
Take note.
Let's go. Hey. Let's do it.
Jay, everybody do watch you. When you doing your post about me, great job.
If you are not one of my apple pies, those are my subscribers. You better go ahead and subscribe. It's a billion, jillion, cajillion people here on YouTube, baby. You might not come across me again. Set your notifications to all. That way you'll get alerts when I upload a new video. Feel free to like, comment below, and share. Be sure to follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Click in this video descriptions. The links are at the bottom. Or click on my channel tabs. At the About tab, click the links below. Now, let's talk about it. As of the publishing date listed on this video, Darius Williams, also professionally known as Darius Cooks, has not been charged or convicted of any crimes. All participants in this docuseries have willingly agreed to participate and share their story, as well as answer questions pertaining to Darius Cooks Williams. All allegations are alleged. The docuseries that you are about to see was originally supposed to be a 1 to 2 video documentary, but the information was so overwhelming and so many details needed to be told that this could not be completed in just 1 or 2 videos. The people that you will meet that I call the heroes that were brave enough to tell their story are Sharon, that was doxed by Darius; Alicia, that didn't get a refund from dining with Darius; Palmer, his former baker; Nisha, that received a defective cake from Darius; and Andrea, that never received her merchandise nor a refund directly from Darius. Without further ado, here is the docuseries, Darius Cooks, Smooth Criminal. This is Palmer, Darius Cooks' former baker, What you are about to hear is her in her own words with her explosive story describing the conditions of the bakery. Please stay tuned for more of Palmer's story and other episodes.
How did people get along with him? Like, were they excited about working with him? Did they have issues getting paid? Like, what was it like?
I didn't have an issue getting paid. And I don't think anybody there got an issue getting paid. Not that I'm aware of. And for the most part, people work for you. They didn't like you. I had one of the bakers was like, she heard about a situation with him, and I guess one of the people that worked in Chicago, that he owed these people money, and she was like, you should be careful. And I was like, girl, he got more sense than that. He not gonna mess with my money. He ain't that stupid. So she was the one who ended up cursing him out because we were sharing a dumpster with the whole building. And this wasn't a big dumpster. This was a small dumpster. Most of the garbage that came out of that building was coming from the bakery, because we got big crates of eggs, we got butter, we got dairy products and all that stuff. So it was a lot of trash that was going out. The truck only came, I think it was Tuesdays or Wednesdays. So if that dumpster is full from the whole building, because you got them having the hair bags of extra hair or whatever coming down, going in that dumpster, and then you have to wait to the following week before a truck comes in, guess where that garbage is going?
It's just overflowing.
No, it was in the bakery.
So
it was in the bakery. It was in the bakery on the wall. Say there was an empty space against the wall. Now, if the garbage truck came and left, and the garbage is full, you can't just go out there and put it on the ground. The landlord gonna come and tell you need to get rid of that garbage. It needs to be in the dumpster. So the garbage was up against the wall in the bakery, and you have a whole week before the truck comes. Now you're looking at maggots and you're looking at flies building up from all those eggs and stuff.
In the bakery with y'all while y'all are cooking.
In the bakery.
So why didn't the health department or somebody come shut y'all down? Or do you think they didn't know he had a bakery?
They didn't know. You can go look for it. You ain't gonna see it.
So what happened to the bakery?
You can go look for a health inspection for that trap bakery, because I call it a trap bakery, and now everybody calling it a trap bakery. That trap bakery never had one of these.
Like a trap house.
It was a trap house. Okay, the sink leak, and when the sink leak, and if it overflow, it's running back to the wall, and the wall seemed like it had no insulation in between the walls. It would start crumbling.
So how did the bakery end up closing then?
The health department got complaints.
Oh.
The health department got complaints and came and realized what was going on and shut it all down.
Let us speak up, oh, so we can be heard.
This is Sharon, who was doxed by Darius. For those that don't know, doxing is a search for or publish private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent.
On his Instagram account, which has over 600,000 followers, on May the 6th, he posted CJ's information and also tagged and edited her and said, "Cool. So this is what we have. Sharon, and also he said her last name, who goes by Chicks That Bake on Twitter, is a baker who started a hate group to deplatform me. It seems as though Sweet Pumpkin blocked me. She still watches every live stream. Oh, and she likes to reach out to Airbnb owners to tell them I'm hosting a dinner party after I already told them and they approved. She's not doing a great job of covering her tracks. Further, she joined Instagram in November of 21. The first attack started coming at me during the summer of 2021. I wonder why a baker who has never been a customer of mine or purchased anything from me spends her days attempting to destroy me. And then he followed it with any guesses. So since he's posted this, have you or your family been harassed, been threatened? Have people emailed you, reached out to you on your social media platforms?
Yes. I had people in my Facebook DMs. People were all over Twitter. I didn't get anything on Instagram. So nobody bothered me on Instagram. I didn't get anything on Instagram. And I had locked that account down back in March. Because I knew it was coming. So I locked that down in March. So it was really just Facebook where I got maybe 10 messages. And out of those 10, 2 of them were like, hey, this is what he did. I don't know if you saw this, but just be careful. Just making you aware. The rest of them were just the usual, you miserable, get a life, blah, blah, blah. And a couple of them came from some men. So that's how crazy these people are. Yes, a couple of them came from some men. And that really, I can't even say that it shocked me, but it did to a certain extent. But it wasn't to be, I wasn't surprised. Like, I wasn't.
But you haven't had anyone call you or anything?
No, nobody has called me. It wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Like, I thought that was going to be next. But I think to some extent they have learned their lesson on where that gets them. So they kind of shied away from that. So yeah, I didn't really get that. It was just the DMs and on Twitter. It was real bad on Twitter.
Now, are you attempting to destroy Mr. Cooks? He says that you're attempting to destroy him.
Mr. Cooks is doing a good job of that himself. I don't have any hand in that. He has done that all by himself with his lives, his poor customer service, his poor business practices. We don't really have to do much for spread awareness. He is burying himself on a daily basis. No, I'm not. I did create the platform group. There are 2 of them. It is not a hate group. It is a group that I created to bring awareness because he had majority of Facebook and Instagram locked down. The only thing we really had was Twitter, where there was awareness. There was nothing on Facebook, and there really isn't anything on Instagram too much. So I did start the group, but it was just for awareness. And over 3,000 people have joined both groups. So there are a lot of people in there that had no idea as to what he was doing. And it's a lot of former customers in there as well.
Have they been sharing like their experiences of not getting orders or going to the having the events canceled?
Yes, they have shared their experiences of what everybody pretty much has experienced with him. Blocked, no products received, no refunds received, or check it through USPS, or you order through Sezzle, I can't give you your money back. All of that's nonsense and all of this bull. It's the same thing time after time. This man knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for 10 plus years, 15 plus years. A leopard never changes his spots.
Now we meet Andrea, who never received her order.
Had you ever ordered anything from him before?
Yes, I have. My first order with him took place October 2020. I received those items.
And what did you order?
There were some cookbooks.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Did you try any recipes from the cookbook?
No, I have not.
Okay. Now, This time when you placed your order, what did you order from Mr. Cooks and how much was it?
I ordered 2 additional cookbooks, his everyday skillet and his everyday knife. With tax and shipping costs, it was just shy of $300, like $297.
And what payment method did you use?
I used a platform called Sezzle.
Okay, so that brings me to this question. Because her story is special because she actually was on a live regarding this issue. For people that don't understand what Sezzle is, can you please explain that to them?
It's similar to Afterpay or PayPal, where you can make installments of like 4 installments. Once you place your order with a merchant, that merchant is paid up front, and they take out the first initial payment upon order, and then they take out 3 additional payments every 2 weeks after that.
Okay, so the merchant, just so people are clear, even though you're paying the payments, the merchant that you got the merchandise from is automatically paid, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, when you didn't receive it, did you try to contact Darius to see what was going on with the order?
Yes, I did. So my first email to him was in regards to my order, and he kind of grilled me. Well, what does your order say? You should have a tracking number there. And I was like, no. It's like the only email I got from you was that my order was received and you would email me with the tracking number once my items were shipped. And I sent him a screenshot. It took about a day and a half, maybe later, for him to send me a tracking number. But that was about it. I've had no more contact with him since.
So when you got the tracking number, were you able to see the movement, like click on it and see it's shipped, it's in progress, anything?
It was shipping label created. That's as far as it went.
And nothing else showed up?
No.
Okay. Was Sizzle helpful regarding this issue? Like, were they able to refund you your money?
What Sezzle did, so I filed a complaint with Sezzle saying I did not receive my merchandise, letting them know that I've tried to reach the merchant multiple times and he has ceased all contact with me. So they opened an investigation and they came back and they were like, we apologize, but we are unable to refund. And they said that the merchant had given them a tracking number, so the merchant had fulfilled their obligations, but they did not look into it any further after that. Nothing showing that this tracking number was attached to my address, nothing.
So after that, did you even try, like, how many times did you actually try to contact Darius to check on the order?
Gosh, I continued to, I want to say it was about 6 or 7 times I tried to contact him and just received the same generic pre-populated email. Make sure your address is correct. Make sure it wasn't electronic. But as far as him saying something to me, he never reached out to me. I tried to contact him through Facebook Messenger, Instagram Messenger. I've also commented on a couple of his lives requesting, I haven't heard from you. I need status of my order or something. And he just disregards. Doesn't even mention it.
Have you ever ordered anything else and used Sezzle as a form of payment?
Yes.
And have you ever had this issue?
No, because there are some stores that you can just walk in and also use Sezzle and walk out with your merchandise. I've never had this issue with anyone else before.
So that brings us to the actual live. Now, you all will get to see the footage. Now, Darius said this in regards to you on the live. He also said when he showed his examples that everything was in real time.
The only order number we did get is the girl on Twitter who said she want her stuff. It was in transit, but she paid with Sezzle, so I can't even refund her because she didn't pay me. And then y'all was getting mad at me because I can't refund her. I never. What's up, Cassandra? She never paid me. She paid the Cecil people, and she got mad at me. When you go buy a car, and something go wrong after you done bought the car, you can't be upset at the people. You got to go to the finance company. That's where you got the car financed at. You got to go to the finance people. Got to take care of that. Not you don't go back to CarMax and say something wrong with my account. You go to the finance people. That's who you finance with. You didn't finance with the dealership. So I don't know. Where you going? So I don't know. I don't know. You don't know. You don't know. I ain't doing that. I don't know what y'all want me to do, child. Okay. I don't control that. So now, if you got somebody else, order number, we can check it. But the last thing, the one common thread between all of this is I still ain't seen no order number. That's the one common thread between all of them. No, you can't refund Cecil. I showed you. Here, let me show you. I tried to refund her April 13th at 4:34 p.m. I refunded $297.73, even though the product was shipped. Even though the post office lost the product, I'm a take the hit for this. Okay, that's because I'm a bad person, right? Okay, you don't have the ability to refund somebody if they didn't pay you. I can't. You see, 434, a refund is pending. 434, unable to refund. What the hell do y'all want me to do? I am unable to refund. That does not have her information. I always got her email, and that address is my old address, not hers. That's the fulfillment address where it come from. So what y'all want me to do? I can't do that. And y'all be mad at me like. Did y'all be mad at me like I did something? Okay. Now, anybody have any other? Cecil gives you the money. Why should they have to refund the customer? You have the money from the sale. The agreement of the transaction is between Cecil and the person. You ever bought a car before? You ever financed a car before? Think of it as the same process when you finance a car or when you get a mortgage. All right? When you finance a car, when you get a mortgage, yes, you go buy the product from the merchant. But the agreement is between you and the finance company. It's called a contract. It is not between me. I don't know if y'all ever bought a car, financed a car, or ever bought a house. Okay? It worked the exact same way. She borrowed the money from Cecil. Even if I wanted to refund Cecil, I can't even refund Cecil the money. I just tried to show you how I just tried to go in there and refund. It don't go through. Why y'all getting upset with me? What y'all want me to do? I showed it to you in real time. In real time, I showed it to you. Now, anything else? Yes, I got the money, but I don't have the ability to refund through the system. Did you, what can't you understand about that? That's how a loan work, okay? A loan. That's what Cecil is. Cecil is a loan, okay? Do you understand that? It's a loan. You understand? Loan. Loan. She loaned the money from Cecil. Borrow from Cecil. Cecil loaned her.
Can you tell us what happened on that live that he's talking about?
Okay, so apparently he had a sort of confrontation with another Facebook influencer, Andrew Caldwell. I'd never heard of this man before. So I'm watching the video and I'm like, he was saying Darius had scammed one of his friends and Darius was demanding the order number on live. And he was like, I'm not doing that because you're known for doxing people and putting people's personal information out there. So Andrew posted this video on his page. So I went in there and I said, he got me out of almost $300. And out of all this time that I tried to reach out to Darius, He goes under my comment, "What's your order number?" His favorite line, "What's your order number?" I put my order number in. I said, and I've given you this several times before. Took him about 10, 15 minutes. And he comes back and he says, "I just tried to refund you, but you ordered through Sezzle." I don't know what that means. Sezzle has nothing to do with it. Merchants can refund through Sezzle to their customers.
So this was the only time he has ever replied to you by you being on that live.
Yes.
Now, a lot of things that happen to people is sometimes they'll go on a live and he might address them, and then they might get doxxed if he puts their information out there. Did that happen with you, or did anybody from the DI Hive say anything to you?
Oh yeah, I got attacked. There's like over 500 comments under that thread. Now, all of them weren't negative. All of them weren't bad. I had a lot of people in my corner. But yeah, I got a lot of hateful, mean comments. He somewhat doxed me on Twitter because I had redacted my last name.
Mm-hmm.
And I had put my issue up there on Twitter and I tagged him. And so he shows the screenshot. It has my entire name, my email address. And a lot of followers were thinking that the address on there was mine, but it's not. It's apparently his warehouse address or his fulfillment address. But that's about as far as he's gotten with doxing with me.
Did anybody send you any emails?
I did get cussed out about a week and a half ago by a particular lady.
Let us get up. Let us speak up. Oh, so we can be heard. Oh, so we can be heard.
Be sure to come back for the next video in this docuseries installment. You do not want to miss it. We are just getting started. A minute, Jay Evans does interviews too? Bam!
Don, how are you?
Hi, I'm good, thank you. What was you talking about, a legend?
You.
Dawn Robertson, formerly of In Vogue and formerly of Lucy Pearl. Diva Dawn is solo and calling her own shots.
It's Donnie.
You are genius with your history here, Jay. You're giving me life right now today.
Matthew, that appeared on MTV's Catfish on one of the most iconic episodes when Chance walked over and pulled off his hair unit. Oh, you wrong for that.
It's Matthew, that's right, from the iconic Catfish episode on MTV. Matthew, what's up?
What's going on, Jay? How's everything going?
I'm good. I'm chopping it up with you like an onion in a food processor. And we gonna get caught up with you, and you gonna help me do this today. About something really good, your album, Long Way Home, the intro. I love it.
Cassandra Lucas, formerly of Changing Faces, the group that brought you hits like Stroke You Up and Get Out. Cassandra is solo and doing it on her own now.
Okay.
You're a joy. Thank you.
Who could forget the epic episode of MTV Ghosted with the lovely Shannon and JayDay? Come through, Shannon.
I'm seeing him in months. I want to know, because you were just like, you know how like it's Christmas and you don't think your parents got you a gift because they can't afford their mortgage, but they get you a gift and you were looking like, what you thinking? That's what I want to know.
Honestly, because like I said, like we really hadn't had contact because they really.
That's right. I can interview and host. Click in those descriptions. You'll get links to my videos. Go to that playlist. It's put in order for you, baby. The folder is there. Go through the videos. Get caught up, baby. Jay Evans, I can interview. I can host. I do review and recaps, baby. I give you commentary. I, bam, can blow it on up. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it. Come on. Let's do it. Let's roll. Let's do it. Let's move. Let's do it. Let's go. Let's do it.